Week 2 of the dedicated trivia video, and this week we're talking about destroyers. To remind everybody of last week's question, name all of the cards in MetaZoo that either have the destroyer trait or can gain the destroyer trait from a page effect. And destroyer is a very powerful and rare trait in MetaZoo. If a beastie has the destroyer trait, anytime it does damage to another beastie with its attack, it immediately destroys that beastie. There are only 6 beasties in all of MetaZoo that either naturally have that trait or can gain the destroyer trait. Grim Reaper, first introduced in Nightfall, has the destroyer trait naturally, but it's very hard to get that in the arena. You need to contract it with 9 Dark Aura, and you can't modify that in any way. Similar to Grim Reaper, the death card from HeroQuest 2.0 cannot have its aura modified. That Grim naturally has the destroyer trait and needs 13 Dark Aura to be contracted into the arena. There is another card from HeroQuest 2.0 that can gain the destroyer trait. If there are 3 pullet rings in the arena, the hero from HeroQuest 2.0 gains destroyer. As of right now, there's only 3 pullet rings. There's the black pullet ring, the Diasos pullet ring, and the counterfeit pullet ring. As more HeroQuest sets release, the next one is HeroQuest 3.0 in July, I do expect more pullet rings to be introduced, making this easier to pull off. As we look to last year's fan art set, there is a page in that set that every time it destroys a beastie, gains some stripes. When White Death gains 3 stripes, it gains first strike. When it gains 5 stripes, it gains destroyer. And that feat gets even easier with every stripe that White Death gets, because every stripe adds plus 10 LP and plus 10 attack damage to White Death. If you're running a Frost Forest spellbook, you may know 2 more pages that can gain the destroyer trait. If Chibi Babe the Blue Ox is in the arena, pages named Paul Bunyan or Babe the Blue Ox gain destroyer. Chibi Babe itself is rather weak, so it is easy to take out, but it's highly likely that you'll at least get to use those destroyer traits for 1 turn. So there you have it. Those are the 6 beasties in MetaZoo that either naturally have the destroyer trait or can gain it through some page effect. And as MetaZoo has more releases, I do imagine that we're going to be seeing some more pages with destroyer. 2 of those pages alone are from the HeroQuest 2.0 set that just dropped. So let's get everybody that got that correct on the spin wheel here. We'll give that a spin and we'll find out who wins this week's $15 gift card to Immortal Workshop. And the winner is Captromancer. For this week's question, the opposing caster is controlling a Babe the Blue Ox. You are controlling an Awakened Gumbaroo, a Fatigued Hoopsnake, and 2 Fatigued Roperites. A Snowing Terra is active in the arena. The opposing caster attacks you, the caster, with Babe the Blue Ox, and you block with your Gumbaroo. So the question is, how much damage do you, the caster, take after combat resolves? Answer that question correctly to be in the running for next week's $15 gift card to Immortal Workshop. And if you missed the most recent weekly update where we talk about the streamer kits among other things, you can catch that right over there.